So we just came from over here. So there's a fire up on the hill there. It's pretty sad. A lot of the area around here is dry grass too, so when a fire starts it just keeps going. Right up there. The fire remained relatively small whilst we were anchored in Gili Banta. Being the end of the dry season, the tundra hillside was parched and in need of rain. There was no thunderstorm that produced lightning, so we were at a loss as to what caused the fire. Perhaps the light reflecting from glass or rubbish left behind by passing fishermen or cruisers. Jesus. No, that was a weird one though, wasn't it? Oh, there's another one.
Oh yeah, you can see them over in the point.
That's where I was snorkeling today. That's just so sad. Today we are leaving Banta Island. We were here for 3 days, but we did a bit of hiking. We went to the beach yesterday, just a lot of relaxing, but we did argue a fair bit here, probably because we've been on the boat for a while now. We're just the two of us in a small confined space. Yeah, we had a few little arguments, we'll be honest, and tell you guys. But today we are heading to Sumbawa, Wera Bay. They actually build timber Phinisies, or the timber boats, with Sumbawa as well. It's a lot poorer than the last few islands that we've been to, so a lot of the fishermen will come up and ask for money, ask for smokes, ask for all sorts of stuff, so we're expecting that. We've bought cigarettes and school books for the kids and stuff, so we're expecting to have them come up to our boat all through Sumbawa, and then the plan is to go across the northern coastline of Sumbawa and Moyo Island, and then across to Lombok, and then once we're in Lombok we're going to try and find a mooring for a few months. So as well as the volcano making rumbly noises throughout the day and throughout the night, there were a lot of fishermen in this anchorage, a lot of fishermen. One night we had 6 boats anchored up next to us, and we were in 20 something meters of water, so I tend to put out 5-to-1 ratio with the anchor chain and rope, so that's a lot, you know, that's 100 meters of scope there. So when we're moving around, when we're swinging on our anchor, we move a fair bit when we've got that much out. I mean, unless you put out a stern anchor or something, tie off into the shoreline, you're gonna move a lot. And these guys they just grab a hold of the reef with their anchors, and they don't move much. They're only light boats, so they're just wooden little skiffs, you know. We had a bit of drama one night where we were swinging a lot, and I woke up and we're about 2 meters away from a fishing vessel, and it's kind of like, you'd think they would know by now. I know that this is their place, this is their home. We've come here, it's our responsibility to respect their land, but when you're anchored somewhere first and they come along and anchor about 10 meters away from you, and I don't think that they think about how much line and how much chain you have out. So yeah, it's just a bit of a pain with the fishermen at the moment, but it's all good. They're very friendly people, and you can just say, hey mate, I've got a lot of chain out, and try and translate that into Indonesian and try and, you know, communicate with them to let them know. Now that's one thing. The next thing is all the reef is just turned into rubble and it's just been destroyed. This area here is beautiful. The reef's beautiful in some spots. The Komodo National Park there's a line between this island and Komodo Island. There's just rubble. It's just all the reef is just turned into rubble and it's just been destroyed. This is their land, and they're bombing it. They're putting bombs in the water to kill the fish on the reef, and just turning the reef into rubble. 2 days ago, me and Lauren went snorkeling and we heard this massive boom, and it scared the bejesus out of us. And we looked around and there were no fishing boats around. We were hundreds of meters away and it was so loud underwater, and then when you're inside the boat here in the hull, it just amplifies. Do they not see? I'm getting a bit angry. It can't be sustainable bombing reef. There's only so much coastline that you can bomb before there's no more reef anymore, and then what are they going to do then?
The volcano we went past is named Sengin Api.
Lunch is served. So we're about to take off to go ashore at Wera Bay. Wera? Wera Bay.
Yeah, Wera.
Where are we? Wera Bay.
Wera.
This is where they build some of the Phinisies. I think there's only one or two being built at the moment, but we're going to go have a look-see.
That is so many bananas. It's a banana boat. Oh, how funny.
In Wera Bay, boat building is a time-honoured tradition that's been passed down from one generation to the next. Built completely by hand, the shipbuilders use only basic tools. No screws or metal are employed. Instead, wooden pegs are hammered into the hand-drilled holes. Sandpaper comes from grinding limestone with coconut and spreading the mixture onto papaya leaves. Everyone just wants to get a photo with Lauren.
There's a size comparison. We just left the Wera Bay where they build the boats. It's been windy for the last week and a half to 2 weeks. It is nice to sometimes put the motors on and be able to actually sit down or walk around the boat without getting thrown around. So I did a bit of research into the volcanoes and the history of Sumbawa. The one that we went past, it's still active, very active, and then there's another, the largest volcano on Sumbawa is the one that erupted in 1815, and it's the largest ever recorded eruption in history, so that's pretty cool.
it actually put 50 centimeters of ash over the ground, and it took the summer away from the whole world in that year. So nothing would grow, no food would grow in the area. So there was tough times for a lot of families. Everyone was very poor at the time. There was no food, just like the normal agricultural history. As soon as there's no food, there's a lot of poverty. And what happened was parents were selling their children for 3 bags of rice. That's as the story goes. Yeah, we're just cruising, trying to look for flags now. Very hard. You got to have good eyes. There's a lot of fishing vessels through here, so we've been having to head north to try and avoid them, and then being waved down, only to find that there's a flag a couple of nautical miles out to sea that we're about to run into. So yeah, it's just trying to dodge all the fishermen on the way to Kilo from Wera Bay. It's hard to explain, but we've figured out that if they've got 2 flags on their boats, that means that they've got all the net up. All the net is in their boat. And then if they've only got 1 flag, that means they're still putting the net out. They've dropped 1 buoy, and now they're running the net out, putting all the net out and the buoys could be 2 nautical miles away. God knows, because it's a tiny little flag that no one in the ocean can see. And then if there's 2 flags and the boat has no flags, or if the boat has no flags on there, that means that they've got all their net out and they're trying to scare the fish into their net. And then it also could mean if they have 1 flag on board that they're bringing the net in. So yeah, it's a learning curve to try and figure out all the systems, because one guy has a yellow flag, one guy's got a yellow and a red flag, one guy's got a white flag and a red flag. So I don't think the colours mean anything. It could mean the different sizes of their nets, I'm not sure, but all I know is that their boats are everywhere here, and that's what we've come up with so far.
Join us next week in Kilo, where the local kids swarm the boat in search of gifts. We enjoy a peaceful morning sail to Kananga, where we check out the local village and meet our new friend Buddy.
We hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for your support, guys. Please like, subscribe and share it around.
Thanks for watching Blue Moonies in style.